Alright guys, back for another video today. We've got the silver Jeep. You probably recognize from the Hawk Pride video, was following me around up there. Somebody just honked at us. I don't know if they know us or not. My video spot's right next to a major highway here, so happens a good bit. But anyway, it's my cousin's 2003 TJ. Main thing about this one that sets it apart from mine is it's got the Rock Crawler 5-inch stretch kit on it. Other than that, it's a 3.5-inch Rock Crawler long arm, Rock Crawler springs. Obviously your beefy long arm control arms down here. It's sitting on 35 1250 Cooper STT Pros on some pretty banged up 15x9 spider lock wheels. You can see in the back, it's pretty clear to tell it's stretched. A lot of custom fender work done back here. I believe all the armor down through here was moto built, and they make these rear quarter panels that go with the 5-inch Rock Crawler stretch kit. You come in here, he's running Bilstein shocks like myself, but obviously all this is custom fab work. There's your 5-inch frame stretch, and your shock gets relocated back. Really clean looking Jeep, tastefully done. Several things are the same as I've got. I copied his rear bumper. He's got the Highline. Max built trail tail LEDs. Previous owner was a welder, and so a lot of this was custom work. Like these step rails, we have no idea what they are. They look really clean, they're well done. I like how they hug the tub. Not much to hang down here to get hung up on. And we believe he just fabbed all this himself. The Jeep's sitting on Dana 30 front, trussed and gusseted with the PSC hydro assist steering and some upgraded drag link and tie rod here, kind of like I've got. So it's got a Dana 30 front locked up with an Eaton E-locker. Chromoly shafts in the front. We come around back, it's sitting on a 44. I believe is out of a WJ or an old ZJ Jeep. It was swapped in because this Jeep, like mine, came with a Dana 35. Previous owner ditched that and did the 44. Moto built diff cover, obviously beefed up, triangulated 4-link. Disc brake conversion. Solid rear end setup. It's got a Eaton in it as well, so both ends are locked up. As you can see here under the Highline bumper, he's got the Genrite stretch tank in here, so you can relocate that rear axle back. Nice tough tank. There's a spider lock wheel that isn't all bashed up. Sharp looking wheel. Bead lock, so you can run 8-10 pounds no problem. Got the full doors on today. He's got a set of nice half doors like I've got, factory half doors. Coming inside, full poison spider weld-in roll cage. Obviously powder coated a custom green to kind of go with the theme of the Jeep. Got a CB mounted up there. Obviously a full cage weld in, so you're really well protected. Great powder coat job. Got a high lift jack mounted on back there, little custom speaker work. Got the spider web shade up here for summertime. Got the bar tack seat covers, which we just did on mine. His Jeep's a 4.0 liter, but the only difference is automatic versus 5-speed. Other than that, we pretty much got the same build platform other than the stretch. Really nicely done. Everything looks good in here. Coming back up front, we've got the Moto-Built stubby bumper, and he's got the small stinger on here, which looks good. Some of the stingers come way up in front of the hood, a little bit overkill for us, but this one's really clean. It's powder coated smooth black. He's got a Smitty built winch on here under this bar tack winch cover. Some auxiliary lighting up here by Rigid. Got synthetic line on the Smitty built winch, Factor 55 Fairlead, and the Factor 55 Pro Link done in the green to match the cage and the rest of the accents on the Jeep. I believe this is a Rusty's steering box guard, which is something we've wanted to do on mine. It's in a weird spot on the TJs, kind of hangs out there in the middle of nowhere. It'd be easy to bash it up. So everything looks good up here, kind of like we said, powder coated that satin black. Looks really good on the silver. Truck light LED headlights as well. Can't beat them. For a sway bar, he's running the sway lock, which I'm not too familiar with myself. I know it's similar to the Curry anti-rock. Pretty much the same thing, other than this one has kind of a, come over here, you've got a switch where you can flip it to off-road from on-road mode right here. There's a goose. Pretty much the same as the anti-rock. There's those nice thick gussets. This thing's built for the trail. We just got done doing a stud replacement on the back end. He had stripped a stud out. I believe Elevated Off-Road is the shop that did some of the work on it. And then he obviously went for kind of a green theme, which isn't usually our taste, but it looks really good on here. Got a lot of the build, I would say sponsors, I doubt he was sponsored, but a lot of the pieces and parts that made this thing, he put on the rocker guards down here. All the body protection, like we said, is Moto-Built, except for these front fenders, which the only thing we can believe is that they're Barricade, because we believe that's the only brand that kind of makes this vented open spot right there that's got that type of vent in it. And they look really similar to mine, and we know that mine are Barricade. So kind of another view under the Jeep here. You obviously got your beefy rock crawler control arms. He's running 2 Adams drive shafts, a front Adams and a rear Adams. While we're sitting here, you can see that we just got done doing the exhaust manifold as well. We got some AFE headers on here. There's your control arm mount bracket. There's a lot of custom skid plate work done under here too. He's got an oil pan skid and a trans skid that are up flush. Looks really nice. And there's your rear Adams. Nice build. You can tell he slid on the skid plate some. Another shot of the custom bracketry back here. It's all Artec stuff. The only thing Josh hates is when you fill it up with gas, you had to relocate the gas nozzle back here, and there's this 90-degree elbow in here, so it tends to take forever to fill up without blowing back in your face and overflowing. That's really the only place to put that with this shock mount where it has to go. As far as the top, this one came with a soft top and has been replaced. This is not the factory soft top. This is a Smitty built. Pretty good quality, tight top. He does wish that he could fold the top back, kind of like our best top, and have a little bit easier time taking the windows out and stuff. But other than that, this seems like a really high quality top. We've got the back opened up back here now. Got the nice looking Moto-Built tailgate armor below the swing out tailgate here. Then he's done some subs, which are obviously a little dated. Josh is planning to replace these. They're 2.8s. Still sound pretty good, but a little dated, a little worn. And then up here you see our jack mount, which I'm pretty sure is some sort of custom setup. It's mounted to the back of the cage. It's a nice box setup though. It's fairly slim and you don't lose all your storage down here. He's got his base for his high lift jack, some recovery gear, a bunch of good stuff back there. Here's kind of looking towards the front of the Jeep from the back. Got the 4-point harnesses attached. This bar comes off in case you ever wanted to have somebody sit in the back seat. Very nicely done. You got 456 gearing in the axles on 35s like we mentioned earlier, so really on the trail we're even matched. The long arm probably helps travel a little bit and smooths the ride out some, but it's really the same platform. All right, guys, if you got any more questions, drop them in the comments. Let us know. If you want to see more of this Jeep, let us know. I'm sure you will. Future trail rides and everything. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Everyday Off-Road.